Just gonna go wash my hands. All right. Here, then I have everything set up as it should be. Right, we should be good. Hello, Stephanie M, and hello, Ihan. Ayao. Doing well, doing well. Take a look at this. Assuming it doesn't crash, of course. Look. There's collision between them, but you know, that's fine. For now. See, there's cars. Pretty cool, huh? I mean, there he's going kind of quick, but yeah. Ah, welcome back, JRMN. Yeah, I mean, it's got some quirks and issues, but you know, that's to be expected. But I don't know exactly what's like causing this, for example, here. Like this is a road with sidewalk. Is there like yeah. I think it might be that it expects a crosswalk, but it doesn't get a crosswalk. And that causes an issue. Because this is road with sidewalk. This is... Wait, is this normal? Road with sidewalk plus no crossing, road with sidewalk. Okay, yeah. I think part of the issue is if we set this one to be a... like that, then we could probably remove this. Like there we want a crosswalk, there we don't want a crosswalk. And neither there. Then that screws this up. It's tricky though. Okay, that seems to connect, I guess. I guess you just have to make like the manual adjustments needed to adjust it. But you see, like when you make unexpected changes like that, it starts freaking out. But like here, it's popping. It's chill. Okay, so this is a road with sidewalk, road with sidewalk. But then maybe we should just set this to be road with sidewalk plus crossing, because then this would be a main road and those would be, yeah, that works. Yeah, I'm just setting some stuff up here, trying to make make it a bit more logical somehow. Like this works, but then you add the sidewalk on that side and it just breaks for some reason. The road clipping there is not an issue because that gets fixed when you bake it. But like here, you can't cross unless you're over there. So here we could also add like a... like maybe what we should do is remove this crosswalk. Say like, hey, no crosswalk there, and then have this... But you see, like here, for example, like look at how disconnected these... Nice game you're making. Yeah, thank you. how disjointed these are. Tricky, man. Like this. I don't know, man. Like this one's road with sidewalk. Maybe I should change this to be also sidewalk plus crossing, and then this is, yeah, that fixes it. Okay. But I think like mixing and matching and doing like these optional crosswalks is probably the best option, as opposed to having it auto set the crosswalk crossings. Seems to be the way to go. Like this mixing and matching seems to just break the sidewalks. And again, I mean, that's the fault of the asset itself. But I mean, I couldn't make an asset like this in the first place, so you know, if it works, it works. Sometimes you just have to figure out how to work the asset. But like here, for example, I might want to add like a crosswalk, not there, but here, for example. But then again, like, are these the same type of road? Like this is road with sidewalk, road with sidewalk. Like these are all the same roads, but they're still. So maybe we shouldn't have one there. I think it's because it's coming at an angle, right? So if we remove this there, add one there, and add one there. Oh, and then you see it breaks because it's at an angle. So it struggles a bit with angles. I mean, you can see that there even as well. So like that looks fine. Will NPCs drive cars? Yep. Let me show you, Mega. Just gonna save this. Like, I'm trying to make it as GTA-like as possible, so you're going to be able to hijack cars, you're going to be able to, you know, find NPCs driving cars. It's going to be very GTA-like. Plan today is fix the buying of weapons from Jerry. So being able to buy weapons in the store, and have that reflect in your inventory, and maybe fix some sort of basic inventory. Wait, let's see. Travel, seal, club, outside, yeah. The only reason I'm caring at all about what things look right now is because at some point I want to start posting like clips from this If I wasn't gonna market it, I wouldn't give a hoot how this looked, you know, it would be like whatever. But at some point I am gonna start posting clips of this, and people, when they see clips, they're gonna be yeah, why do we have symbolism of a robber? Look at this though. Cars. And they're driving on the roads. This is like the most simple implementation of a car ever. So basically the way this car AI works, and you can see it, they crash into each other. There's no local avoidance or anything. But the way it works is that the cars come up to a crossing, and then they collect the road data from that crossing. You can see this crossing here has these nodes, which is the road data, the road crossing data specifically. And these define sort of how cars can cross into one lane to the other. So for example, going from like this point to this point is defined as following these sets of points here. Kind of handy. So then I just pick like, okay, at this point here, you have two options. You can use these points going here. You can use these points going here. Well, you use these points going here just out of random chance. Then you follow the set of points present on this road. Follow, follow, follow. You get to this here, and now you have two options as well, which is going here or going here. Yeah, they're licking the sidewalk, which is because these points here, you see, I can just change the points. See, these are auto-generated points, but I changed them and now they're no longer hitting the sidewalk. So I can just change the definition of the curve. Now it's wider, because these are auto-generated curves, right? I didn't tweak these. So I just have to tweak manually the curves to make sure that they're not turning into sidewalks. Like here, for example, is one he's turning into a sidewalk. So I just click this one, set the curve strength to higher, and then it's better. But these are all mostly they should be working. I think the heuristic for generating the curves is quite solid. So yeah, that's cars, which I'm gonna replace them. They're not gonna be go-karts, but we need to make an actual car model. I don't know, like, I think that fish made like a buggy model or something. Yeah, this is the only other car model he's made. Maybe I should just replace the cars with this one, but it does look more car-like. What do we think? These cars cruising around town instead of the go-karts, just for like looks? Probably nicer, right? We can plop in some car seats to make it look, and then plop in some penguins. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Just for looks. Just for looks. Yeah, but have you not seen, like, this is a dune buggy, right? I have one of these at home in Sweden. Volkswagen dune buggy, or beach buggy actually. Does not have any doors. You just hop into it. And it's freaking awesome. Like, you can't open the doors. You just hop in over the... These are kind of awesome. You get many looks when you drive around with this one. It's the You can probably find images of it, of the type. Basically, I mean, the model is basically this. It's the Beetle, but they literally just cut off the roof and that sort of like the old one. Yeah, it looks like this pretty much. And it has the back seat with no belts. But because it's a pre 70s car, or I think it's exactly 70s, because it's a veteran car, you don't have to pay any tax on it. And you don't have to get it. I don't know what that is. Besichtigung. Yeah, you don't have to get it. You don't need to get an inspection for it. Yeah. Like there's no inspection requirement for these kinds of old cars. Oh my god, it's decaying. The man who made Zelda. Miyamoto. Can't believe it. But yeah, I mean, I'll just, I think I'll just let this one. Oh yeah, I remember when you checked in, yeah. See, this I don't get. Why this sidewalk is like sticking out. Freaking weird. But yeah, it doesn't matter too much to me, like, ah. I pirated your game. Detective Penguin is pretty cool. Okay. That's not very base, decaying. If you're broke, then maybe you shouldn't be playing games, but you should instead maybe, I don't know, work. Yeah, I'm sorry. I shouldn't mention the W or the J word in front of you, bro. Why? I keep forgetting. What kind of crazy ass modifier is this? Auto smooth. Yeah, nah, that's not needed. Is it like on the wheels as well? Yeah. I don't know what kind of shit he was up to with these. Hi, bro. Yeah, bro. I don't get why it's got like this weird post-processing on it that makes it. I don't know if it's like some lighting setting or something. But it looks like it's a lot of extra faces on it that shouldn't be there. And also this is kind of annoying with the Enviro. I mean, that looks flat. Good. Good, good, good. Okay, we'll take in the yeah, that's so strange. Why doesn't it have that? So weird. If only I had thought of it. If only I had like another car I could copy paste things from. That's true, Mega. You are giving the most insightful commentary ever, Burwai. Maybe it's possible that I could have clicked the rescale button, but instead I chose to change the model first. Wait, the steering wheel? Oh, is that not part of the... Oh, is it literally a model for the steering wheel? Hello, Stephanie, hello. See, this is the thing with that fish. When he models, he adds these modifiers. When I model, I just freaking raw dog it and do it myself. Wait, I'm guessing it is different because the wheel turns, so it is a different model. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, well, the thing is, you can...
Megadegad said, hej majspingvinen, glöm inte ratten nu. Annars går det överstyr.
That's funny. You can have separate models. Without... how do you say? Well, I guess we could combine all these. You can have different models. You made the game, yes. You can combine different models like this. So, like up in the right here, you see the hierarchy. So these are all separate models. Smithy played this? Yeah, he did. He did. He played Penguin Springs on his stream. He said Penguin Springs gonna be the next GTA. Yeah, Jay Schlatt, he also played it. He said it's the schlattiest of Schlatt games he's ever schlatted. Fire, keep up the good work, man. Yeah. Don't give up. But don't give up. It's gonna be okay. I know you don't have many viewers. Yeah, Deji played Detective Penguin. Of course. Neat car. Oh, welcome, Mega. Thank you. I wonder if these pedals are separate objects or not. Okay, yeah, I could work with this. Oh, we timed you out? Damn, maybe someone should time out Big Pooh. 1 second. See. Okay, this should be... I mean, it's serviceable, right? It's serviceable, which is what matters. But we could do this also, so... make it look more like the real-life dune buggy, which... that situation. There we go. Nicer. I mean, it's not freaking He's not fit for any administrative role on the server. I vote for instant demotion. Interesting. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at this. I don't know what the texturing's like at all, if it even has separate materials or what, but we'll leave it at this. We'll see what happens. I might have to do some texturing. Okay, that one's a separate material, but the beams should obviously be separate as well. We'll just plop on some... there. And this should be like Ah! They're like a yellow metal? I don't know. Shit. But we will do this. Cube projection. Is there another like better yellow? Like that can't seriously be the... Why the frig is the steering wheel so... The headlights and blinkers? Well, I don't care about that right now. I'm just trying to get like somewhat of a reasonable car look as opposed to caring about like friggin' headlights and I don't know. Like I just copy paste what's already there and then leave it at that. Yonder a simulator toothbrush? Look, his toothbrush did not have any faces that are this big. You don't even know what you're talking about. The steering wheel? How is the steering wheel? I mean, look at it. The steering wheel is very low poly. What are you talking about? Cool car design. Yeah, thank you. It's good to get some positive feedback in a wave of critique. Upside down. Oh yeah, no. The what I was talking about was that it was big in the unwrapping, right? So when you're saying to like when you're making a model, you have to define how textures get wrapped onto the model. And part of that is defining here in this sort of texture space, because you can imagine this cube or square here gets occupied by a texture, and then these faces is the way that that texture gets mapped onto the model. And the steering wheel, the size of the steering wheel here was as big as the car, meaning that the texture density on the steering wheel would be way higher than it would be on the car, which has no implications on performance, but makes basically the game look disjointed in terms of like, oh, that thing is super high textured and this one isn't, or whatever, you know. A bit of a nothing burger, but also you wouldn't really notice it unless you actually looked up close either. Oh, that's a lot of W's, I guess. That's weird. I thought I had the steering wheel. There we go. I thought I put it the other way around. I don't know when. Maybe I was like twisting it around and then didn't notice. It looks like a smiley face when it's like that. Happy face. Now it's, I don't know what.
Megadega once said, "Gonna drive a yellow car and watch how the gins around me punch each other to death."
Each other. Why did he say that in like almost Swedish?
I am Rich Rick, the richest penguin on this side of the equator.
I'm rich.
Alice_Svaria cheered 50 bits.
Thanks for cheering 50 bits. It means a lot to me. Where are the windshield wipers? Yeah, that's the funny thing also. Like, the beach buggy I have in Sweden. The beach buggy I have in Sweden has windshield wipers. But the thing is, it doesn't have a roof. So it's sort of like, I mean, when it's actually raining and pouring down, those windshield wipers aren't doing much in the first place. Because you don't want to be out in that one in the rain in the first place. feels a bit silly. I have been in the rain. I got caught in pouring rain, and the windshield wipers weren't of much help. I'm gonna be honest. They weren't doing much. Have to lock in or clock in. I don't have any W ** K until next week. Okay, so let's see here. If we pop down like a reference penguin, I think we can drop down the posable penguin or something. I feel like that's a decent. I mean, it does look like a toy car. Maybe it should be a bit bigger. Right? Tiny bit bigger. Or too big, like that maybe? Yeah. So it's both actually. It's both an update and a new game. What this is basically a GTA mode in Penguin Heist, but it's going to be sold as a separate game as well. So it's both a new game and a new game mode. But for those who own Penguin Heist, this is going to be available in Penguin Heist. For those who don't own Penguin Heist, they can either buy Penguin Heist and play this, or they can buy this new game. Yeah, after being a failed dev, you finally deserve a W. Even though your streams have failed, you deserve a W in GameDev. Don't give up. There we go. I think that's like acceptable. I think we can plop on some headlights on there. But no windshield wipers. I'm not stooping that low. Ah shit. By the way, I'm going to Sweden on Friday. Won't be streaming for about 2+ weeks. Maybe less, we'll see. Always sunny in Penguin Springs. Hell yeah. I think I'm actually going to have rain though. There's going to be like weather simulation. So there is like rain and stuff like that. No snow though. Looking fine. It's weird. I mean, in the US, they have like the law doesn't say that you need to have your lights on all the time. There, they actually manually turn on and off the freaking lights, which is kind of weird. But we're gonna just have lights on all the time here. But I think for the backing lights, I would like to have that be for all the cars, that when you back up, the backing light actually turns on. I feel like that's like an immersive thing. What software do you use to make these awesome games? I use Unity3D for the game engine, Blender for 3D modeling, GIMP for texturing and image editing. I use Logic Pro for music. I use Audacity for sound effect tweaking. And I use JetBrains Rider as my IDE. So that's the software I use. Gonna stash up on Nocco or deliver collab to the suites. I think I might bring some collab. I might do that. There we go. So let's just see how this looks. See how freaking goofy. Let's see. Ah, Penguin Springs. Just how I remember it. A Corngwin 3D model? I might be able to make one, yeah. This is just how I remember the... This is just like the good old days of Penguin Springs. Seems like some of the cars are, I don't want it to update the asset search index. Stop asset search index, Unity. Like file edit preferences, search index maybe. Window search index manager. Yeah, maybe I should just remove that. I don't know. Okay. Seems to be fine. Let's go in. So basically, what we need to check now, we have the cars are, you know, fine. Not the best, but actually, let's go into springs and just bake the roads because they're kind of awkward. Wait, but here the... Eh? Like, if I do refresh, is that what I need to do? There we go. Okay. But still, I mean, there's no, like... They just disappear. Like, the... Yeah, I wonder if we're going to need like a more robust way of handling side crosswalks. I think, you know, at some point we'll probably have decided entirely on the city layout, at which point we probably, you know, can just have the crosswalks be hand placed as opposed to generated. So the sidewalks would still be generated, but the actual crosswalks would not. I think that's probably a better idea. Because crosswalks also lead to these weird artifacts in the sidewalks themselves. Okay, but this looks fine. We're just gonna try this out. Or actually, I should go back in there and... Well, I think it does a scan on startup, right? Maybe we'll be fine. Ah, neat. This reminds me of my days in private school back when everyone was talking about Belle Delphine. Penguin Springs. Home. Yeah, I think like the FPS is kind of ass, but I wonder if that is part of the cars. I wouldn't be surprised if the cars are taking quite a bit. In which case, I might have to rewrite that as an entity system. I don't know. Physics is taking quite a chunk, but animated material. Eh? Oh. Official statement on the whole robber situation. I'm at this point kind of delighted. I'm happy it's over. It has. It has. So here's the thing, right? If I buy the banana gun now, it pops into my inventory. But it pops in as two, but only one of them is accessible. It adds in another extra one for some reason. Something donated 99. I'm not sure what that means, Mandarin, but that's awesome. Oh, it's working. Hey, so I have 2 bananas. And then I buy, baseball bat. See? You can buy weapons now. And it adds to your inventory. But I wonder if we can, like, disable the physics on all these penguins. We also select all the crosswalks. Yeah, it's struggling. Like, is this erased from the ground or is it not? Okay, so the issue remains. We could try this out here. Class, and then Like, I wonder, is it like... Is the problem that I keep calling set destination, set the position in the world, will immediately try to repair the path if the agent already has a path. Wait, okay, but that's being called only when the remaining distance is less than 0.3 or it doesn't have a path and there's no path pending. Like this, I want to see like debug.log. Adding new path or like, is that getting spammed or not? Because that would have quite considerable implications if it was getting spammed. Yeah, so set destination is not necessarily being spammed, which is good. Access the position there, but we're not modifying the position. It is not doing that, right? Okay, good. Okay, so it's not, it shouldn't be updating all too often. Yeah, it's drawing quite a bit of transparent objects, which makes sense because that's what it has to do with the freaking roads. I wonder what the implication would be if we would, instead of drawing transparent objects, we could just draw like planes with the crosswalk texture. But like all in all, the physics update is not, I mean, it is insane at points. It is insane at points. But both the rendering and the I wonder, like, if I disable all the crosswalks, for example. Okay. Still a lot of draw transparent objects, but I would imagine that's all the roads. Check the window rendering analysis. Okay. A bunch of terrain mesh. Fair enough. Draw opaque object. Also the mesh. And then here, right, it's a bunch of sprites. Oh shit, okay, it's all the speech bubbles for the NPCs. I wonder is that like the bubble speech. Yeah, that just pops away a lot of them. And the player speech bubble. Bloom is for some reason taking up. Interesting. Like the EC road mesh. Okay, it does do batch groups for the road, so that's good. I wonder like if I disable all the terrains except for the one we're standing on. Does result in significantly less. Still like 7. I wonder if I disable like all the physics are taking a huge friggin' chunk, dude. 1 second. Okay, so I mean, there's still like wish I could do like better profiling on this, like AI behavior updater. An enemy, what is? Yeah, making progress. Doing a bunch of debugging. Looking at like what's taking up time in the calculations. But like here, class enemy. Is there fixed update? No, no. But there's render. Okay. Yeah, I think we need to the joint toggler. We can try this, or is yeah, now it's down to like very low. Physics was up here, now it's basically non-existent. I wonder what like physics are being simulated. Like there it's making sure that this one's not running good. Like still, it feels like the rendering is definitely having to work overtime for basically no reason. I'm gonna try to take a look and see what exactly is being rendered, because seems to be a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna restart Unity. Let's open up Penguin Springs. I wonder though, like what is taking up. Maybe it's still sending those damn blend shapes, yeah. The CPU is on. I don't know, I think like I don't want that freaking anti-malware shit. Coding for the car? No, that's not what I'm doing at this moment. I'm just optimizing some things, trying to see if it runs better. That's what I'm doing. Let's see here. So, like, what even is getting rendered so much? We can remove all of these at least. Okay. That's gone. And I wonder if there's like any sort of setting. Like, forward versus forward plus form. Okay. Um, Speech icon. Yeah, these are all lights that are real time, I assume. Mixed. Right. I think I had like a tool for optimization, add light optimizers. Let's see. Pixel error 10. URP6, right?